Hi, I'm Ryan CRC. As we all know, right now the Supreme Court is gearing up to overturn Roe v. Wade. They want to end the federal protection of abortion and let each state make its own laws governing the procedure. Once again, Republicans are attacking women's rights and acting against the will of the American people. Keep in mind, 5 out of the 9 Supreme Court justices were nominated by Presidents Bush and Trump, who did not win the popular vote. That means the majority of the Supreme Court were not democratically elected, and they do not represent the policies that the American people want to govern our land. Surveys carried out by institutions like the Pew Research Center tell us that over 60% of Americans think abortion should be legal in general, and over 70% of Americans believe the choice should belong to women. Yet conservative Republican judges are preparing to spit in the faces of the American people by taking away women's rights to choose what happens to their own bodies. We also have to keep in mind Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell led a Republican revolt to deny Barack Obama's nominee for the Supreme Court when he had 8 months left in his presidency. McConnell claimed the reason he blocked Obama's nomination was so the Senate could wait until the next election to see who would become president and better serve the will of the American people. However, we know that's a bald-faced lie. Mitch McConnell didn't actually care about serving us, because he helped Donald Trump appoint 3 conservative judges to the Supreme Court, even though Donald Trump was not elected by the American people. In fact, McConnell rushed to seat the last judge that Trump nominated when he only had 6 weeks left in his term, after refusing Obama's choice, who had 8 months left in his term. Mitch McConnell didn't even try to hide his hypocrisy. He gave America the finger in plain sight. He not only lied to our faces, he essentially admitted that he was proud to ignore the American people and the president that they elected, Barack Obama. McConnell told Sean Hannity not filling that vacancy in the Supreme Court was the most important decision he made in his entire political career. He then bragged about how he was able to obstruct Obama's nominees for other courts because he was in control of the Senate the last 2 years of Obama's presidency. McConnell prevented a rightful president from appointing liberal judges, then turned around and helped a fraudulent president stack the courts with conservative judges, whom the American people do not want wielding power over their lives. So please, if you are a Republican, don't pretend for a second that you're a true American who cares about freedom or democracy. Because when you vote Republican, you're supporting political corruption at its finest. You think the minority should dictate how the majority should live. And that is not the American way. At least it's not supposed to be. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Just because the majority of Americans want abortion to be legal doesn't actually mean that abortions are right. And that's true. That's called a bandwagon fallacy. An idea is right based on its own merit when it follows the rules of logic. It's not right just because a lot of people agree with it. However, until we're governed by intellectuals who specialize in critical thinking and informal logic, and enact policies based on objective reasoning, the best system of government is democracy. The majority of citizens should decide how the government runs their country and best serves them and their interests. That's the system we're supposed to follow. The best way to ensure abortions stay legal and protect women's rights over their own bodies and health by allowing them access to safe medical procedures is to remove these anti-American Republicans from power so they will stop acting against the will of the people. We must vote blue across the board. We need a Democratic president, House, and Senate who will fill the courts with reasonable liberal judges Instead of these ignorant conservative judges that Republicans want to keep in power, who will dictate how we should live our lives against our own will. This is one case where the majority of people support the right decision, which is to keep abortions legal, and thereby protect the constitutional and natural freedom that women should have over their own body, health, and safety. In future videos, I'll show why women should have access to safe medical abortions and why conservatives are both morally and intellectually wrong in their attempts to ban it. Until next time, I'm Ryan CRC. Please follow me on social media such as Instagram and Facebook, like this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Take care.